Fragments of SIlicon, coming to you from unusual places.
All right, welcome to another installment of the Fragments of SIlicon Daylight Interviews. Joining us this week are Ahmet and Enga of Tillblack.
Hi guys.
Hi,
everyone.
how are you doing today, or tonight, as the case may be?
We are very cool. We are really nice.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Right. So, how we like to get started is we like to get to know the people behind the games, the studios, and all of that sort of business. And we begin that journey by asking this particular question: what got you interested in video games, both on a personal and a professional level?
All right. Actually, we are a little bit old guys. I'm like 40, and I think Chari is around like 45. If I'm wrong, you can correct me. And actually, we have a digital art studio, media art studio in Istanbul, and we are creating interactive art pieces like projection mappings and artistic installations since 20 years right now. But in the beginning of this journey, making a game, creating a game was the like beginning goal. In the like way of life, it changed a little bit, and I personally like dive into mostly like visual arts, media arts, but creating a game never escaped from my mind. So it was kind of like childhood dream. So right now, with the charter joined our team, we can able to create start to create our dreams. So it's like maybe shortly for me like this. So maybe Charlie can explain from his perspective.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, like Ahmet said, that we are actually a digital art media studio mostly, but we wanted to make a dream for us. Anyway, we always talk about develop a game. So we just started one. Actually, we started a few for the beginning. We wanted to make our choices more than one anyway at the beginning. And after all, we decided to go for the Code of Shadows, as you know.
Mhm.
And
Like,
yeah,
indeed. But that is kind of the end point of that particular leg of the journey.
Mhm.
How did you arrive at the, settling on making Code of Shadows versus something else?
Mhm. Okay, actually, we were like thinking about like different concepts, and we were also creating some prototypes with like but we just start we just wanted to start a little bit not so complicated. So we just wanted to start a full first and very solid first game experience. So that's why also we choose a genre that is like a little bit popular, maybe we can say. And so I think it was like one of the main purposes, like because we didn't want to invent something very from start. We didn't want to invent something very new, at least for our first experience. We just wanted to learn the process of making a game, and we just wanted to learn the process of how marketing a game, how you open a Steam page, etc. So this kind of stuff, I think, drives us.
Okay, so basically, at least some of the goals behind Codes of Shadows is learning both the development process and the business process of
Yeah,
video games.
yeah, exactly. So it is kind of our like live and living school creating this, because in the process we learned to match too much things, and also we are still learning, and we are still like trying to improve the feeling of the game. So it's really nice journey, like we are, because we are also um in the process we are developing, and in the process we are trying to achieve more successful feeling. So it's kind of very nice process for us, and it's kind of like live and learning school. uh, so we are like self learner guys, I think.
True enough, true enough.
Yeah.
And this comes up time and again, so it's very appropriate to ask, has the process been more difficult than you initially thought?
Yeah, I think it is, because at a start we were thinking that it would be finished maybe in 3 months or 4 months, but in the end, like we are developing this game maybe since 3 years right now, so it's still ongoing. It is like it's still in early developments. So we just learned that game development is not easy, and it is not finishing as you're expecting. Um, so I think maybe Charlie, you can also add something about this topic.
Yeah, of course. So I can tell that it's like a hole, actually, a deepless hole. So if you start again, you are starting with a simple idea, as always, and this simple idea is going on and on. It's being more and more harder every time when you start to think about it. And if you add something more, something more, something more, and you have a mountain in front of you at the end, you know. So it started like that, this for us, actually. But let me be honest, this is not really my first game. I actually worked before other games, but not like this one, of course. Every type of new game is a new experience. This is a bullet heaven type game. So I didn't really work on this kind of game before, actually. So this is new for me too.
Mhm. Yeah,
Uh,
in the
but
process, we just learned that like every variable and every little adjustment has a really big impact on the gameplay. So it's like it is all about balancing all the numbers, all the variables, and all the little adjustments are really like having too much time to like complete and achieve. We It is okay for us, because like it's also another fun of making a game, like experiment with the different variables and trying to break the balance and try to create a new fun moments. I think it's more important for us, like to achieve a nice and having a very fun and unforgettable moments, I think.
Fair enough. Also, this is about what at least I expected. I think my colleagues as well, because
Mhm.
honestly, this is kind of the preeminent story in video game development.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
It's like we have had so many developers tell us that the project both got a lot bigger and took a lot longer than initially expected.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Um,
correct.
and is it just the two of you working on this game?
Almost. Actually, we start. Actually, three of us. There is also a designer guy. But mostly all the ideas and all the programming logic and all the design choices are coming from like Çağrı and I. So it's like very small team. Uh, but as I said, we have a digital art studio in the background. So sometimes we can get hand from other colleagues. For example, like videographers, like graphic designers can join us. But yeah, mostly Çağrı and I like driving all this Code of Shadows project right now.
Okay. And I suppose it's a good time to talk about what Code of Shadows is.
Mhm.
Indeed, like what is this game? Who are you? What are you doing? That sort of thing.
All right. Yeah, I can like briefly say that Code of Shadows is a like very fast-paced sci-fi roguelite and where you fight creatures coming out of portals and try to survive while constantly getting stronger during the run. Um, and while running in the run, we level up and you upgrade your abilities. Um, and we have like some side missions and like primary missions. Like primary mission is mostly is finding some uh, uh some portals and hacking them and try to survive long enough to defeat a final boss. We can say like very briefly. Um, and the game actually takes a place in a world where reality is breaking apart and strange creatures are coming through unstable portals. So you play as characters trying to contain this chaos and prevent it from spreading. But we also keep the story very minimal on purpose because it is more about like feeling of fighting back something very overwhelming.
Okay, yeah. So I suppose I should be direct with this, because what you describe, what we see on screen here,
Mhm,
it's a very, let's say, popular game type at the moment, uh,
mhm,
thanks to some surviving vampires.
mhm. Yeah. I think it's
So,
kind of new kind of video game style
mhm,
or video game type maybe with the like vampire survivors, Brotato, like maybe Hades or some too many like different brands, different
yeah,
projects are like having some very similar feeling at the moment.
yeah. I mean, like we just reviewed one of these things not too long ago, and then there was
Mhm,
another one of the more popular uh, one of these in Halls of
mhm.
Torment. Um,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
yeah. That's also very cool. Yeah, I know.
yeah. I mean, and I would ask what you would be doing to differentiate from the pack, but
Sure.
I can see from the footage here that at least one aspect is the sci-fi setting.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah, we
not
can.
saying
Mhm,
this is the only sci-fi survival roguelike out there, but
mhm,
they tend to skew towards the medieval and the horror.
mhm.
Not really. Actually, I can talk a little bit about this right now.
Okay.
So when we start this game type, actually, it wasn't that popular at this time, for being honest. But like Ahmet said, we changed idea again and again and again, and we started this game as 2D at the beginning, and after all, we decided to make it. This is not feeling enough the depth of the game. We wanted to make it more realistic. So that's why we switched to 3D. This means that we just canceled a project and we restart a new project. Of course, the scenario is similar, characters are similar, skills, abilities, blah blah, all are
Mhm.
similar, but all the world has to be switched. That's why we lost so much time about this, and that's why, by the way, like I said, it wasn't that much popular at the moment when we start this, but now we all see that there are many bullet heaven type game right now. But anyway, the difference about our game, that like you said, it's more technological, it's a little bit forwarded in time, it's more like futuristic. So we have as extra, the different than the other games, as extra we have many drones around us that we are fighting for us, for our player. And
Mhm.
also, this is just new. Actually, we didn't really release this news about at anywhere. This is first time that you will hear it. So we are adding new features in the game, that you can switch in time in the game. Actually, not the time, the place is more correct. The place will switch. The character will have more abilities. We are changing the game feeling a little bit more than this. So we are adding many new features right now in the game, and I hope, because it's really taking so much time. Let me be honest. I hope in a month, or maximum in 2 months, we will release almost like an end game version of the demo of Code of Shadows. And after that, we will start to work on the new levels and for the new characters.
Mm. I want to also add something about like what makes the different like that. Um, Actually, we are not just upgrading our character like as standard evolution. We are upgrading in the character, of course, but in the parallel, in the meantime, we are also making a build of drone army. So we are like create when we, for example, when we take a portal and close the portal as an award, we are getting first drone, and we can also select which kind of drone we want, and that drone will start to support us in the run. And with the evaluation and upgrades, and like by the time, we can also um, like make a powerful and different drone builds. So they are like being our helper in the game. So it is also make it's also feels a little bit different than we are not making the main hero as a like god of or like half god, but we are also making trying to make a strategical thinking while playing, to make like different builds to experience different gameplay logic, because every drone has some different abilities. Some of them are like throwers. Some of them are like passive defense powers giving to characters. Some of them are like more gunner type of, and also the one of the like very nice features that we added lately, we can also combine different drones to make a, a new and evaluated drone in the run. So it is kind of turning a building and building um, building style, and we are trying to like we are trying to combine different mechanics to create like more fun and more like memorable moments, I think.
And how do you acquire drones and indeed, upgrade, change them, and all that?
Actually, we are giving that drones as like awards. Like when you when you hack a portal, because the portals are one of the main missions, and in the run, it's always like it's coming in a way. Four or maybe three of them are spawning in a different zones in the world. When we find them and when we hack them, as a price, as a like permanent price, we are getting a drone for that particular run. And also, as a meta progression player, we are also upgrading drone abilities, like how many drones can we acquire in one run. So these all kind of also other settings that we can permanently assign our heroes.
And speaking of heroes, what kind of classes are you going to be able to play as?
And maybe Charlie, you can answer this. We have Marin right now. Hey is our first hero.
Yeah, we have a soldier right now for the demo version, and after that we have a Japanese samurai style character that using sword.
Yeah, it will be like melee focus character.
Yeah,
Like with
and
different swords. Mhm.
and also a technological cowboy type character is incoming. Is using double handguns, and we are not going to actually in all our works we are always choosing the hardest option. So it's not going to be like the other games. We are not going to target one single target with both hands. Every hand will select another target, and with both hands you will enjoy to kill in both sides by this way, with this two-handed character. And also we will have a Russian girl that's using gauntlets, electrical gauntlets. So she's more like a melee character with combat, close combat style. And after all, we have Moses Sky, a scientist type of character. This girl will use technological weapons and mostly drones. So she will use extra drones than the in-game drones, the default drones for the other characters. She will has extra drones that will be around her, and she will fight with them. And also, at last, we have one more melee type character. This is a girl again, and she's using double blades, short and long blades. So she will be like at both same time. She will be more like a ranged character and also close combat character. So we are planning to use 6 characters for now. Maybe after release we can decide to add more characters, but for now all 6 are like this.
Mhm.
Okay. And going back to the portals and the worlds here, how many of those do you plan to have?
Right now we have
Well,
one playable world, but in the main game, at the end, we will have eight different worlds, like with different biomes and different alien creatures around and different alien monsters we will hunt. I think in early access version, we are also planning to release that almost in 4 months. In that version, I think we will have like 2 or 3 biomes and three different worlds.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, for the beginning, like Ahmet said, probably we will release different planets. At the end, the total it will be 8 planets. But let me tell here, but I'm not going to write this anywhere. As Easter egg, I will add one more map, and it's going to be hidden, and we will see who will find it.
Sounds like a quest. Like,
Yeah.
Anyway, so another thing I'm wondering is survival time. I believe you mentioned that you are on the field for a certain amount of time, and then the end boss shows up.
Mhm.
Does that take place after 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour?
Mhm. Yeah, I think like we are planning to make it like extendable, and we will also release like endless mode. But for the first look and for the like first experiences, we are uh, planning to keep levels around 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, because otherwise the things are getting like more overwhelming over and over. So I think it is kind of sweet spot like 15 to 20. And if we like have success by ending the level, then we will able to make the current world or playable world more like hard in the next run. So every time you play, our world and levels will be more harder. So we
Yeah.
will also make some kind of different behavior in the background for this. But basically, our plan is like 15 to 20 minutes for each run. Of course, some players maybe can play it more fast, and they can also have more shorter run times.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how well they fare. Like,
Mhm.
and in regards to the music, how are you handling that?
For the music, actually, thanks for asking. Because for music side, we also work with 2 talented friends. They are all originally scored for our game, and they are living in Berlin. They are also like a little bit techno producers. So that's why we have some electronic vibes in our music, main music mostly. And also in the game, we have a really nice live mixing system. What does it mean? That means like we have like different layers, so we are not playing a basic loop in the game run in the gameplay. Instead of that, we are making a live mixing, because like we got different variations of a same track from our musician friends, in and Chara programmed really nice system in the game that mix that different layers, because sometimes if it is so um, lightweight and it is like slow in the game, so we start to feel and we start to hear that our music is also becoming a calm down and kind of ambient feeling started to give. But if we have like excitement in the gameplay itself, and our music is also getting more excitement, so we have like different layers, and maybe we can call that a a DJ in the game, and he's mixing different layers of the music by the gameplay itself. So it's also very nice, I think. For it's not maybe so noticeable for many players, but I think it is like giving that feeling very nicely because it is not like just a uh, it is not just a simple loop, but it is like evolving and it is dynamically changing according to player movement and player decisions, like uh, player attractions. If uh, I think that's right, huh? Charlie, can you add this?
Yeah. Absolutely. The music system is dynamically working at the background. If something happen that dangerous, or if you miss a mission, the warning system at the background is warning you with the music. If a huge elite or sentinel is incoming, the music is changing. Like the Ahmet says, there are different layers in the music, and all are dynamically working at the background.
Yeah, please volume up while trying our game. If you are into like electronic music a little bit, I think you will like it. What you hear.
I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting a dynamic system in this game, but it'll be very interesting to see how the player base takes to it. I suppose on that note, it is worth noting at time of broadcast / recording, Code of Shadows has a demo, which I presume was released for the recent Next Fest.
Yeah. Before Next Fest, like we released 1 week or 2 weeks before Next Fest.
Mm-hmm. And how has that been received so far?
Okay, actually, let me be honest with this. I think we are like in the still process, and we are in the like trying to make the experience itself, gameplay feeling itself, best as possible we can. So we got a lot of feedback and we collected them, and I think we also got really nice lessons, and we really know what kind of developments we need to do right now, and we are also working very hardly on this development side. So that was really nice lesson again. Next phase
Yeah,
for
experiment, more like an experiment.
and we with the feedbacks that we collect from Reddit to like next fest reviews or some also we got some feedback from we are also collecting some feedbacks from players all around, and that showed us okay, players are really not are loving uh, what they see in the first uh, in the first time.
As visual.
As visual, yeah, as visual, it is kind of okay. But for the gameplay feel and for the like satisfactory in satisfaction in the game itself, we need to work on this. And the best thing, I think we got really nice and solid plan. What makes but we and that plan will make our game, I think, much more fun and much more enjoyable. So right now we are trying to implement this kind of fun logic and more like more exciting logic in the game. But it was really nice experience for us. Like attending Next Fest showed us like reality, and it was really nice.
Let me jump in. Okay. So actually, we made a little bit mistake about the joining Steam Next Fest for this time. Maybe next time should be much better. But anyway, like we said, it's a big experiment for us. So we experience actually for us.
Mhm.
So we were planning to add many more, but we actually saw that already players asking for what we will add to. So, like I said, it was not really ready to join actually Steamfest, but we already did anyway. So now we are adding many more creatures with more patterns, attack patterns, and we were talking about hardness at the previous topic. So hardness level is going to up and up every time you play. So this means that you will start to see different kind of creatures when you play again and again, same level. And also you have to, if you want to see the last boss, you have to play really hard. It's another challenge. It's going to be another challenge for the players. So you have to push same level a little bit after you got some experience about this level, and after you open all the new creatures that has different patterns of attacking on you, and after that you will see the big boss for the fight. It's going to be like that. So like I said, we are adding more and more features to make the game more interesting and more fun for everyone.
Yeah, I think we also need to make like we are also trying to make replayability. Or we are all creating this kind of development for making this replayability issue is much more clear. I think. We with this new logic, I think it will be much more interesting to try different builds, different levels, and I think we believe that it will also adjust the like replayability value of the game. Yeah, like this.
And has any or all of this changed the trajectory of the release date of the early access?
Yeah, it might affect actually. To be honest, it might be, maybe we can delay it maybe for 1 month or maybe 2.
Yeah, not so
Because
long, but maybe 1 or 2 months. Yeah.
yeah, because I think it is more important to like give a polish like mostly final product than half finished and half feeling. That's why we focused deeply on like new development new development fast for this. So yeah, it might maybe extend a little bit release date, but we believe it is like more important to have a solid and replayable game.
That's a good credo to stand by, I think, especially since a 1 or 2 month delay isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things, especially if we're talking about early access. And on that note, what are you looking to have content-wise on the advent of early access release?
Yeah, Char, maybe you can.
Sorry, I couldn't really hear. That's because I was changing the side of my headphone. Can you ask again, please?
Sure. I am asking, how much content do you plan to have for your early access release?
Well, how much content?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, right now we had like many hidden content that we just plug out from the demo build, but it was also another mistake I think we created. because we already like designed, developed, and also animated like different enemy variations, and we have also like a, a final boss in the game. But for a design decision, we just didn't show them in the current build. So right now we had already also we have like as we spoke before, in the early access we will have 2 more playable characters. They will join us, and also 2 more new completely different planets, different worlds will join us. So mainly our content will extend like in this way, basically.
Okay.
Let me
And
jump in again. Sorry, I couldn't really answer at this moment, just because I was trying to do something here in the room. I'm really sorry. Well, let me be honest. We, like Ahmet say, we will add 2 characters. We decided to make 3 at the beginning. 3 characters will be released. 3 or 4 worlds, planets will be ready, and also we will add many achievements that we are working on right now, and also we will add a pet drone system that we will have a customizable drones. And also next plan that I'm working on the enemy type skills right now, and after this point we are about to add some new weapons per character actually. And it's not going to be you have a static weapon every time you will play with a static weapon on the character. You will need to collect, and probably not 100% we decided about this. We are thinking about it, still thinking about it, but probably it's going to be crafting system that you can craft your new weapons for your character. And for example, for the marine character, the soldier one, the demo version character, is using a pistol to rifle right now. And if you would like to go for a pistol to shotgun, you can go for it if you craft. Or you can go for a harder machine gun with this character, maybe a rocket launcher, we will see. And these are in the plans, but not 100% right now, because we want to catch the schedule. We don't really want to delay the release date that much. Maybe we can add later these features, but yeah, they will be there at the end anyway. So you will craft your own weapons, and you can play however you want with the character also.
Yeah,
And-
because right now it is kind of we have an evolution in the run, but guns a little bit limited for the main character. So it is like going from pistol to rifle in a linear workflow, in a linear style. But we will change this. It won't be like linear evolution, so it will be mostly related with the user choices and user decisions. So if you will decide how you play, how you like to play, then you will play like this.
So how long are you looking to have your early access period before you get to 1.0?
From early access to 1.0, I think it might have like maybe 6 or 7 months after early access. In the like optimistic scale, I can say.
Okay. And what about pricing? How much is this game going to cost when it comes out in early access? And is it going to increase when it reaches full 1.0?
For the pricing, actually, we didn't still like We didn't still think like we all of course we thought what would be the pricing will be. We didn't decide what is going to be happen, but it won't be too expensive. Of course, the market value is there. We can see that some similar games have how are they pricing. So I think we will be in their in the middle of standards. So we will decide this later.
Okay. I suppose there is still time enough to work that out.
Yeah, sure. First, because our really first priority, like make this fun, make the game as fun as possible, and catch the players mostly for the demo. So our like first priority is gameplay gameplay feeling, and giving like really nice experience and really nice satisfactory moments for the players.
Mhm. Okay, that makes sense. And once again, a good philosophy to have. Right then. So I think I have run through my gamut of questions. So I will turn over to my colleagues here to see if they have anything further for you.
Okay.
Of course.
I think anything I would have had has already been asked.
Oh,
Here.
Hello?
Yes.
Alex?
All right. Yeah, I think Gullik stepped out because I think he had to get ready for work.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, I want to thank you both for taking time out of your schedule and being with us here today to talk about your game. It's been a very enlightening conversation, and we look forward to seeing how the game shapes up in the months ahead.
Thank you for inviting us for this nice conversation.
Mhm.
We enjoyed.
Yeah,
Indeed.
thanks. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Quite. Anyway, we might have you back on the program when this game reaches like its full release, but
Yeah.
um, until then, the game is Code of Shadows. It currently has a demo available on Steam as well. You can go and wishlist it now to remind you when it comes out in early access in a few months. So be sure to go and try it today. All right. So that
Thank
brings
you.
us to the end of another episode of Fragments of SIlicon. Be sure, as always, to tune in next time for the Sunday reviews. And until then, I shall wish you good gaming.